Your face showed up for a half second when you left. All right. Yep. Oh, sorry. I should probably share my screen again. All right. Hold on. Yeah, I think we live actually again. So yeah, I just hit the live shit again. So we're back to that. All right. It didn't mess up the shits too much. I can fix some of that. Oh, okay. Cool. It fixed. Uh. Yeah, they'll come back. All right. So where was we at? Oh, see now it popped up on Facebook now. Uh, yeah. So basically, that's how I felt about the pro heroes. It's basically shitting on the pro heroes. All these character power ups and developments that we're getting for the new age. I just think it's too soon. But that was my 2 cents. Oh, sorry. Let me unmute y'all. They didn't hear y'all. So now we're good. Okay. Everything's back to normal.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm seeing Facebook is Gucci too. All right, yeah, good stuff. All right. Damn, I just effed up. Wait, where are we?
We're just. I think I did the whole overview already. We're just talking about the
We're just talking in
win
general.
chick or whatever
Okay.
her
I
power
mean, shit,
is.
we could rate it. Shit.
I mean,
I
I'm
mean, I
fine
don't
with that too.
know.
If we already did
Uh,
that.
I give it a decent trash.
Yeah.
Who?
But you gonna give One Piece a decent plus for a motherfucking My God, what's going on? What's going on?
A giraffe. A funny ass giraffe. What?
Wild.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Boku no Hero been kind of weak for me for a minute.
Shit.
Oh,
Not
hello?
as weak as One Piece for me though, low key.
Oh no, One Piece been weak too.
Only
I'm
hard
an
part
equal
about
opportunity.
Uh-huh.
What?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm an equal opportunity like shit talker. It's all been weak.
Damn well.
Shit,
All right,
Black Clover's probably been the best.
I mean, I personally think they've been going up and down with both series, but okay, guess we
Fair.
got opinions all over the place with these guys. As far as my rating for this chapter go, I would call it probably. I'd probably go straight decent. For the simple fact that it was pretty much lackluster in my opinion. I was hoping for more of a battle between Uraraka and Toga. Was definitely hoping like we hyped ourselves up with like the machine gun head martial arts. I was ready to see it, but as like MGG already outlined before, Toga wasn't ready for the smoke, so she played dip. The only like problem with that though is that I think that was the moment. Like based on the flow of like where they're at right now, there's a good chance that that's probably it from what we're gonna see from Uraraka and Froppy until like the next arc. At least that's my opinion right now. So because of that, it's like, oh, that kind of sucks. But like I said before, Spiral Girl, like I'm actually ready for that. Like I said, like I think she's about to actually like show why she's on that Sun Eater and Lemillion level. Like I think this is her time to shine. So I'm definitely ready for that. So I mean overall it was just an chapter. So I was just right in the middle. Decent.
Damn. Yeah. I guess I go decent or decent minus. Dudes, you might want to flip your camera on and off again or something. It's doing the thing that it did to Jugga. But so for this, yeah, I think I'm giving it a decent minus. Mostly because I was bored as fuck reading this chapter. Once again, these motherfuckers don't want this smoke. They don't want the smoke at all.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want the smoke with Uraraka or the gunhead martial arts, and I'm disappointed.
Well, who don't want what smoke?
Toga doesn't want this gunhead or gunmetal martial arts smoke. Period.
What are you talking about, yo?
Yo, do you not know
what's in,
what?
Oh no, Deuce is sleeping. MGG.
Yo,
seen
you
her
sleep,
bottom.
bro. You gotta go educate yourself, my guy. I'm sorry.
I've seen her bottom, yeah.
I can't help you with that one, my guy.
That's some alcohol in there. Gotta be. 'Cause
Bro,
Once
you don't
again,
know
when y'all
about
see
these
her
markets.
get dropped in the future,
see who get dropped, yo?
it's it, bro.
Uraraka?
We're saying Uraraka's the one who's gonna be doing the dropping, bro.
I'm telling you.
Like it don't matter who she's up against. Like whoever she's up against is gonna get dropped because of these machine gun head
So
martial
she
arts.
not gonna,
Like
they
that's what
gonna
we're
get
trying to say.
flip dipped and triple scooped up out of there, bro. It's over with.
Like you gotta do your research, my guy. Like we ain't talking out of our A right now. Like we've already seen it before.
Tweaking.
We've seen it before, bro. Like don't
Seen
sleep. The machine gun head martial arts. We've seen it. Go back in time to the the class 1A versus 1B. We saw it there. Go back in time to even a little
Seen
bit.
what, yo? Seen what? Seen what?
Oh my god.
Anyways, we can just move the fuck on. You might want to just
Wow.
leave and come back, Deuce, and then see if it works then. So we can go on to the next chapter review while we're waiting for you to do the thing.
I just don't know. This is crazy.
Final chapter review for this session before we go on to great moments in anime history. Once again, spoiler alert, if you don't read Black Clover and you don't want to know what happens, you can probably just mute us for the next 10 to 20 minutes. If not, here we go. So Black Clover chapter, what is this chapter number? 270.
270. Yeah.
Name of the chapter?
Together.
Oh, together. There we go. So this chapter, Asa basically shows us that he's the spiritual successor to Naruto, and he's gonna talk no jutsu to this goddamn demon. So he basically was like, "Yo, demon, I don't want to fight you, but we could be friends though." And the demon was like, "Sure, whatever." So it worked. I don't know. Did we just confirm Asa's ma in this chapter?
We did.
Okay, so
Pretty much.
I'm surprised he knew. We got a lot of questions to answer, which is like, the fuck is going on? Like, when did what's the timeline behind all of this, if that's the case? Also, maybe it does explain a little bit more about the book. Maybe not. I don't know.
I was actually thinking about that too. Like based on our last predictions, at least as far as like, you know, your theories, MGG, as far as like the actual power dynamic between like Asta the demon and the book. From what they said in this chapter, it seems like I would pretty much need some clarification again exactly on what your theories were. Because I think like some of it works, yet some of it doesn't work, depending on your interpretation on what you meant. Because if I remember right, you were pretty much saying that the anti-magic was originating from the book itself, right?
Yeah, so I think I was saying that it came from 3 places. The demon, I thought, was contributing to anti-magic. I think that's what I said. Because I think the theory I was having was like the whole reason why he could cross borders was something related to anti-magic shit. I just didn't have like a defined explanation for that. The second part was that I think that her magic was imbued in the book. And I forgot what.
Oh, that's what you were saying.
Yeah,
okay.
I forgot
so
what
you were
Libe's
saying
magic was.
Okay.
I think her magic was just stealing mana.
Her magic was pretty much stealing and then placing magic. It was pretty much like to take and then to put into something else, but not really she could use it.
Yeah,
if I understand that right.
I was thinking that might have been related to what's going on with the weapons, and then how like that's being stolen and then remodeled with new powers. I felt like maybe that's somehow coming from what Libe's doing. Maybe like the sword that is absorbed in the book, even though the books. So I think this was the 3. Top level, Anti-magic is coming from the demon. Second level
Okay.
is the book's actual power is to absorb weapons and then spit them out shittily. Whatever the fuck the rusting thing is happening. But the third power that I think is coming from Libe is stealing the ability of that sword and adding it to that whole anti-magic thing. So I think that it's going to be confirmed or not confirmed with whatever happens with Yami's thing. Because I think each of the swords that he gets obtains a different power. And I think that that is coming from Libe in some way, shape, or form. And the anti-magic part of it, because I think all of the swords pretty much have the anti-magic regardless of like what sword he pulls out. As far as I understand, maybe not.
I mean, as far as like a base ability, I guess it all technically relates in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe not exactly, but like if you literally take what each sword's power is, you could say that it originated based on like an anti-magic principle, if you would. I think that kind of does make sense. Then under that, guys, I think you're right. At the same time, it would be interesting to see. Well, I mean, talking specifically of this chapter, like because he pretty much went in saying, or was it the last chapter? I think technically, as far as like when he started to say, like what he was bringing to the table, because he pretty much they pretty much said like in writing that his magic is anti-magic and all these swords are pointless without me.
Yeah.
So pretty much hearing that makes me think that your theory is pretty much correct.
Mm-hmm.
However, it also depends on if whatever tool the sword, I mean the book sucks up, if it has no ability at all, let's say, is it going to end up getting one? And that I think is still a curveball.
Right.
I mean, not a curveball, but at least it's not a certainty, or at least like a known, especially considering Yami's sword, based on what was actually able to get done, which was nothing.
Yeah.
Because like as far as how Asa was using it, it was just using it pretty much just as a pretty effed up sword. So it's like, does that? I mean, and it still came out of the book. So does that mean that? Wait, say again.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're here.
Stream is ended. Cricket noise. The fuck?
Oh, where you
Hey, it was just tripping. I don't know.
Oh no, I just shut off the sharing screen. So you can. I thought that might have fixed your video issue. Try to like turn your video on and off and see if that comes on.
I mean, I can always see myself. Like, so I don't think it's like my.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought it was something with me, so that's why I turned it off. Maybe like my computer was using too many resources, so it just
because it's not like like when Jugga with his is frozen, but mine isn't showing up at all.
Oh, okay, that's weird. I don't know. So I'll share my screen again. It still didn't work. Whatever. We'll figure it out in later streams. My bad, y'all. But Deuce exists.
He's here, man.
You can watch the.
If anything, your audio should be coming through.
My first time here, I ain't gonna hide my face.
No, it was you were there for the first half, so they can watch the first half if they want to see your face. You can reach him at what's your Instagram? You want to pass it to the females that might be watching?
The decent crew.
No. Don't at me. Don't get me in trouble, bro. I monitor that.
First of all, that's a perfect excuse. Just like because we all have access. If anyone get on some shit, just be like, "Oh, that wasn't me."
Damn.
I'm good.
I'm just saying. You know?
Oh no.
I've been king of trifling.
This stream is live, so. You're getting me.
Wow.
But yeah, to continue with the Black Clover shit, what was you saying? Where were we at with that?
I was pretty much saying that based on what we're seeing right now, how you just described the power structure makes sense. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I guess they touched on, but it's not technically a big deal now, is that it really is the cause of the demon for all the tools to actually have special abilities. Because without said demon, you wouldn't have the actual abilities of the swords themselves. AKA how Asta couldn't do nothing with Yami's sword. At least that we saw.
I mean, other than that, in the
You
chapters,
think he couldn't use it?
You said what?
Was he not able to use Yami's sword?
I mean, he was able to use the sword itself, but I'm saying like the sword didn't do anything. It was just a sword. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I was like,
I mean, like,
no, I don't fully understand what y'all talking about. For real.
Oh,
like we were pretty much just trying to figure out how exactly Asta's powers work.
Yeah,
for lack of a better phrase.
So I don't know if you're paying attention to the whole theory thing, but last stream, to catch you up, I presented a theory that there's potentially three powers going on in the book. So there's a demon attached to the book, and I think the anti-magic is coming primarily from him. There's obviously a power associated with the book, and then potentially or not potentially, Libe could have done something to the book when she touched it. So I think now it's starting to clear up a little bit. So I think how Libe's power got transferred to the book was that my thought is that the book's original power is just to like absorb things. It takes shit in, sometimes spits them out shittily, right? So the taking in of weapons and basically spitting them back out for Asta, I believe is the book's actual power. Now, the anti-magic stuff associated with all of the swords that come out of it, I believe is the anti-magic demon's power. And then I think that these new abilities that the swords get is somehow related to what Libe did when she touched the book, which is because I think
isn't only one of the swords is an anti-magic sword, right?
I don't know if anti-magic is associated with each one, because remember he has that sword that releases curses as well. So I guess you can kind of argue that that is a form of anti-magic. The other one where he just like reflects magic, also you could debate that it's something else, but you can also argue that it's not. But that's my theory. My theory is that this Yami sword is going to have another ability associated with it. Depending on what that ability is, might help or hurt my theory. But that's the idea. So that's what we were talking about.
Right. Because I mean, if what MGG just said isn't true, then that would mean that Asta just got Yami's sword just to have a sword, which is kind of weak.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think that all of his weapons are just weapons. Like, I don't think that like having Yami's sword. I don't know if there's anything like really special about Yami's sword. I'd say.
No,
I
but
assume that
he absorbed, right? They don't necessarily have the original power, right? Like, because he has the Elf King sword in his book. The thing is, the Elf King sword's power was like some light or some other related magic. Somehow that sword, when Asta uses it, got coated with anti-magic. Same thing with those two blades he has. I don't know if did they explain the source? I don't remember that arc very well. So I don't know if he got that also from the way those other two blades he showed up. Also, probably their original power wasn't that they reflect magic. It seems like they were shitty swords that got coated in that ability. And then same thing with this third blade, has another sword, and that blade can somehow, heal curse. Some more details on what exactly, like, it's going to get a power associated with it. And I don't think the power is going to be related to
for sure,
Yami's dark magic. If it is related to Yami's dark magic, then I think my theory is going to change to that Libe somehow has the ability to, like, the Libe's power is somehow coming through the ability, and it's allowing Asta to steal niggas' magic. But I don't think it's going to manifest any of Yami's abilities. I think it's about to be something totally different.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, sorry. The Demon Dweller sword is the sword that's in the book. So, my bad. So, the Elf King sword is I don't know which one that is then. My bad.
That's a Demon Slayer sword.
Yeah.
Oh no, or Demon Destroyer sword. I don't know.
Yeah. So, who knows what that is. But yeah, that was my theory on it. The other part with the chapter that I think I'm interested to see is just the fact that Yeah, the Demon Slayer sword was found in the Magic Dungeon. Okay, got it. That makes more sense. So the other thing I'm interested to see though is just what Noct is about to do with his power. It looks like he has multiple demons. My only question is what level demons they are. My assumption is they're probably shitty ish, like maybe a higher tier,
Hmm.
but I don't think they're Lucifero or like any of these demons we see in the Dark Triad.
True, because when I mean, like how I first thought, I mean, like just basic thinking of how like Nero's demon slash power structure works. I thought like because we already saw that he had at least for a hot second. I think it was like a color page or something where he just had like demon buddies just chilling, like effing what's his face Kakuzu from like Naruto with the mask and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that they were all just a part of like a unit demon, and they were just like demon can somehow split himself up to 4 or 5 different parts, etc. That's how I initially thought it was. But if it's the other case, then actually that would, I mean, Nero might be like low key OP. Because even if he has like a lot or lesser demons, I mean, homie's still rocking with a lot of demons in the sense of maybe he just like kept on creating packs with demons on demons on demons, and then he's at whatever status he's at now. So that's actually pretty effing legit if that's the case. Granted, I would still be surprised though, just based on no one else having the ability of having multiple demons within his body to use as a unit of like between the demon world and stuff, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But in any case, I mean, like as far as like what we've seen so far, like Nero is again just said, "Yo, I'm an OP mother effer who's just been in the shadows this entire time. Watch me gain this clout." So I'm for it.
And I think I'm gonna need to see too what his actual magic is because it's like the portal thing that he was doing. I just wonder uh what's doing that, if that's his magic or if that's the demon. I'm just interested to see how they're gonna like basically this fight right here is a huge power building moment for Black Clover. So like
Yeah.
we're gonna get a real introduction into like potentially what Asta can do, potentially other characters that might have made contracts with demons can do, and even more of what we could potentially see from the Dark Triad. So to me, I'm expecting a lot if they decide to show us this fight and not like skip over it.
I was about to say, I'm kind of feeling a time skip.
Me
Like,
too.
I'm sorry
Me
just to
too.
drop the player 5 vibes, but I
Yeah.
mean, if we're talking about basic shonen like timeline movement, this is classic time skip like territory.
Right.
They're gonna
I'll tell
stop
you.
right here, go into the start of the whole rescue arc, and then when the battles start actually, starting up, we're gonna see flashbacks of what this actually is.
Oh yeah.
So
Which is cool. I
uh,
don't really want to see him fight this guy anyway. I'm good on that.
You say you don't want to see
word?
it?
I mean, like the fight. I mean, like maybe not how they show it, but you don't think in general, like this could be pretty decent right here?
I don't really want to see Asa do any training.
Damn.
Like, I'm like, just get to the shits. How
Damn.
Asa like? I mean, it's a throwing hands series. Like, I don't like him training is cool and all, but I'm trying to see him fight some strong niggas, not some random ass demon motherfucker.
I feel your point on that. I see why you would say something like that. I mean, I don't 100% disagree. I do think that at least to see this part of the training is important to me. Like, I like the fact that they're building, like, okay, anybody who forms, like, if you want to really rock with a demon, you got to form this contract. My thing is, I know Asta did the power of friendship bullshit, but I really wish they discussed more about what people give up for these contracts, like what Noct had to give up to make some of these contracts with them, because it sounds like from what he's saying, it looks like he went a different route. And maybe he just didn't get much because he just beat the shit out of the demon. So he was basically just like, look, here's the terms, and he got light terms on his end. Or maybe it's worse. I don't know. But coming from my Chainsaw Man vibe, I'm already like into this whole like contracts with demons and devil shit, and then Chainsaw Man, like niggas is giving up years of their life to form a contract with a devil. So I'm just more interested in like this part. So I think being able to see what Notch can do and like them actually explaining it, because I still feel like he hasn't really explained this demon thing. Like we're just getting little taste of it. Like with Dante, it was like and well, Dante and all of them. Now we finally know like the demon has this and they have this as far as their magic goes. But with the 3 avenues or 2 avenues that demons can enter, being like possessing someone's body and then possessing a magic book and doing all this other shit, it just seems like there's so many routes for whatever it means for power development. So that's why I'm interested in seeing it. But I could totally see if seeing this means that I have to watch everyone else train, you could go ahead and skip it. But if I could just watch this and then, you know, skip Noelle and whatever she's doing with the elves, skip all the rest of that shit, yeah, go ahead, bro. Because it's crazy. Like, it's funny to see what Black Clover's doing because it reminds me of One Piece. I know niggas was mad about that video, that For the Fans episode I posted. But either way, I do feel like it paralleled One Piece in an opposite way because I felt like when One Piece came back from its time skip, they immediately entered fights and battles that we were like, so they're going to get another time skip, right? But it's just funny that Black Clover is actually doing that. They just came back from a time skip, and basically we just set the stage to go like, oh, these niggas need one more time skip. So I thought that shit was interesting.
But like, what are you saying about learning about all the demon stuff? That's cool. I just don't think that they were gonna do that if he trained. I think they would do that in like the fights against the demons anyway. That would make it just seems like it would make more sense because, like you said, like Noelle and all them other people training, I really do not care about that at all. I don't even.
You don't want to see Tito Jackson train. You don't want to see Leopold busting.
Bro, I'd rather them pull up like ass pull. I'd rather some ass pull shit from Noelle than seeing her train.
Really? Wow.
Nigga, train for what? She ain't never
what
train.
if she get the water spirit, bro?
I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, that's the whole point of like the creator, the creativity, the progression.
I do think Noelle shit is probably way more fire in the anime. I'm gonna be completely honest, because like some of the shit I see her pull out with her water magic in the anime versus the manga.
It looks legit.
Way doper.
No, and don't. I only said Noelle because like he said Noelle, but I'm saying this goes for everyone. Magna. This goes for Lightning Buddy. This goes for who else? Who else they got?
What about Charmy, bro? Like
legit,
same thing. I don't care.
Damn. Hey, it is what it is. What about Mira Leone? Would you like to see a Mira Leone training?
Oh, wait, pause.
She don't need to train, bro.
Hey, but what if she said?
Wait, hold up.
You know, I haven't trained in a minute. I gotta put it in for these niggas, bro. Would you want to see that?
Only way is if they go and train with Mira Leone, sure. I'll watch that.
Oh, okay.
But
you gave it for a real one. That's what's up.
Yeah, okay. So like, that's different. But they're gonna be doing some little goofy training if they train on their own.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Damn.
But yeah,
first off, they'll never show training. I don't even think.
I mean, they filler episodes, but they did make some training anime for Black Clover, though.
I was gonna say like it's like you said with One Piece. I think it's the exact same thing where like they're not gonna show you training, yo. They're gonna like skip over that shit and just show you the results, which is fine, you know. Like who wants to watch the training? And what anime do you like watch? Like you like to watch the training? I'm trying to think.
I mean,
I did enjoy it in Naruto. I can't even lie to you.
There it is,
bro. When did Naruto ever train, yo?
What you mean? When I learned the Rasengan? That was a training.
Yes, the Rasengan, the Rasen Shuriken.
The Sasuke learning the Shidori, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden learning Rasen Shuriken and Sage Mode. Those are usually the best times to develop the power structure and the world building sometimes. I think, at least in Naruto, like, they use that a lot to do that, because the Sage Mode thing opened up a ton of doors in Theorycraft, even though they never developed those things, but it did a lot, I think. I don't need every single, like, I don't need to follow you every moment of training, but I think you can use the training arc and, like, specific points in the training arc, whether it's the intro to what they're going to learn, like they're doing in Black Clover if they skip it, right? Like, this right here is still major. It's not showing the training arc, but this intro here, they were able to world build, power build, and then they can move on. And then sometimes in the training, there's also another thing. But
so that's kind of what I'm saying. Like we don't need to see them train. So like before when they fought against the when they like learn the little what is it, the seal things, right?
Yeah.
They didn't show them learning the seal stuff, but they taught us about it, and then
through a fight. But I mean, they also could have just done that as a separate scene. Like I know what you're talking about with the runes. Like they basically flash back to the like, hey, this is what runes are, this is how they work, and then flash forward to the fight. But they also could have just made that a separate chapter, and it still would have done the same thing.
Didn't they do that?
No, it was a part of a fight because shout out to Silent Blaze because he commented a bunch of stuff. I don't want to feel like we ignoring him, but yeah, he said training arts are amazing. Naruto, Kenichi's last disciple, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, facts in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Trainings are character development. I agree. So, but yeah, like I said, they could have done that. Flash. They did it in the fight with Magna, I believe, and the fight with Noelle. I think Noelle was the first one. No, because Noelle came later. I think it was Magna's fight where they did the flashback to dude talking about the runes before he did the big flame tower or whatever. So.
Oh, that was Leopold, right?
Yeah, Tito Jackson. But yeah,
okay then.
I don't know. I like I said, I see both sides of the argument. I definitely could go with we can skip it, but I do know that you can definitely use a training arc if written well as a powerful tool to get.
Let me put it like this then. In Black Clover, I don't want to see a training arc.
Got you.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
That's fine. I think they did well with this time skip, like not showing this time skip in the manga, like not showing them train for this time skip.
Yeah, it was good.
It
was true.
Work.
Yeah, it did.
Don't fuck it up. Don't try some new shit.
I mean, it's still surprising. I mean, it's just more still. I mean, just the little negative note is just that it still seems that the time skip, like, well, if they do, like, we don't know for sure if they are, but if they are gonna hit another time skip right here, it's still a little surprising to how quick the time skips are close to each other. Yeah. I mean, that I think is a little odd and different, but I mean, if they're actually able to be as seamless as they were with the first time skip with this next time skip, but
I don't necessarily think there's going to be a time skip. So I mean, we were just talking about it, but I don't see the need for one. Like he
still needs training. Yeah, I mean, the training needs to happen. Like, they
training, that's a time skip.
Right.
It might be a small amount, but it's definitely still a time skip. And they did kind of set it up that way anyways, because he was like, yeah, before we got the team settled, but y'all niggas another, like, fuck you time skip. And then, development through the fights like they did with Magna, where it's like, oh, came back strong. All right. Here's maybe one easy-ass fight so you can just, he can show off and stun on niggas. And then here's one difficult fight where he pulls out the training power up, where he's like, oh, this is what I learned in training. Maybe he hasn't mastered it yet. Maybe he has. Like, and that's what he uses to defeat his challenge, for example. Like, because Zeno is probably going to be his work towards fight. I don't know if they're going to let him jump that nigga or if they're going to just, like, have, solo dolo that nigga. But if he does, I think it's going to be one of those, like, we're both knocked out kind of fights. I don't feel like they're going to make the statement that, is, like, strong enough to beat him and just keep it moving. I feel like they're going to make all right, you pulled out all the stops to drop this nigga. You got it. Mm-hmm. That's it.
No, for sure. I mean, they gave, like, obviously a lot of big ups to but that'd be a huge jump if he just, like, straight slaps Zeno and just, like, keeps it strolling. Nah, that'd be a big surprise. Yeah. Like they would.
He's gonna slap
if that happens, then they really should
be a tough fight.
Right. I mean, it should definitely be a tough fight. Period. No matter what.
Because he made Dante look like he was a bitch, and Dante had motherfucking Yami pulling out all the stops. Like that's
like word.
What?
I mean, Dante look like a bitch
because he's the one who came up and saved this nigga. You remember at the end?
Yeah, I mean
"Y'all thought I
Dante got
wasn't the
beat.
main."
Like Dante was beat. Like that was actually I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah.
Like low key. I'm going. Actually,
Oh.
that's not even low key. That's high key. Like I definitely did not think Dante was gonna lose at all.
Yeah.
Like they actually got to put more clout / give Dante some more ups now because he got beat and like he was wearing a crown and got slapped off like that. I mean, that to me, it's a big statement. But
Crazy.
in any case,
You mean
that's
more hype on Yami and Asta? You mean?
I mean, in all honesty, like across the board, like minus Zeno and fuck, I cannot think of homegirl's name, but Megicula and what's her face, like minus
Vanica.
those two, Vanica. Thank you. Like those two can pretty much stay the same because they won, but all the people who lost to gain like respect again / redemption, they need power ups, and Dante is now included in that. I just didn't think they would make it that way. But Dante now has to show more.
They need power ups.
Like,
no, I get what he's saying. Go ahead.
Like to pretty much like, I don't know like the best way to put it, but the point is that where they are in the power structure of the Black Clover world is not keeping pace. And for like Asta, Yami's gonna kind of get saved, so it's gonna be a little curious how they do that. But anyways. Yeah. Like Asta, the captains, Nero, Noelle, even homegirl, damn, I can't think about names right now. But Demon Girl with like the locking magic with the two horns. Really like her too.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of her name.
Yeah.
But in any case, like pretty much everyone that was dropped just now has to come back stronger if they're going to be keeping up with the series, especially if the series are going to run as long as like One Piece, as the claim was.
That's not going to happen.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just for argument's sake. I'm just saying these are things that have to happen if they're going to stay relevant.
Yeah.
So.
And I agree. And then go ahead. My bad.
Oh no, the last thing I was just going to say to again bring it back to Dante, because I still think he's the big bad here, because Lucifero was like brought up again as like, you know, the head honcho, the king demon in charge. Mm-hmm. So Dante and Lucifero needs to be the top villain of this arc, period. And the fact that they were dropped means that we then have to see them do a power up to gain the respect again as that top dog.
Right.
So it's just a show power structure thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So pretty much we're going to see power ups across the board.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like we set up the verses for everyone else. Megacula, what's her face? Noelle set up.
Manica.
Noelle has her motivations to get up there and be stronger, and Megacula didn't take a scratch. So it's basically all the girls going to pull up and try to drop this hoe. And then Dante was literally of the three the only one that got dropped. So it's like really Asta's vendetta is I just need to free Yami and like, you know, shit on you for taking this nigga. But technically we saw all you can do. So it would, from the author standpoint, he's going to have to give him something new because we kind of saw all this nigga could do. We got his max part because he ended up getting dropped. Like if that wasn't all he could do, he would have pulled some more shit out. So...
Right.
I personally think, I agree with that. Like, Dante is going to get... Either they just going to straight up take over this nigga body, or they going to flip that shit and, like, give him some type of power-up. But I think, like, Lucifero might just be like, fuck you, nigga. Like, I run it now. Like, I don't give a fuck about what you had to say. So
I can see that.
But, are we ready to rate this one?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Alright, I would give this chapter, of all the ones that have been trying to, like, I think that whole Sunday was just a bunch of chapters trying to lay the hype for later chapters. I would say this Black Clover did it the best to me this week, so I definitely gotta give it maybe like, I can't give it a decent as hell because it was still just set up to me, but it's like a strong, decent plus for me. I thought it was good to read. They set up the power building. I'm actually hyped. Can't give it a decent as hell because it was still just set up to me, but it's like a strong, decent plus for me. I thought it was good to read. They set up the power building. I'm actually hyped. If they decide to not skip it, see what Nox can do in the next chapter. Like, I think they laid the seeds better than any of the other chapters that I've read that try to do that. My Hero One Piece included. So
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much a complete ditto. Decent plus. It was, I mean, it was typical, like, shonen as far as the whole, be my friend instead I be your master. It's like, okay, but again, we kind of saw that coming. But as far as like everything that we were just talking about, just like the theory slash world slash power structure building, it's all, I mean, it's all there as far as what's going to be built on this whole demon magic, anti magic, etc. It's there, and like the next few chapters should be on the uprise if the trend continues. So we can only hope. But for the chapter itself, I'd say straight decent plus.
all right.
Yeah, I'll give it a decent plus also. Like I said, for some reason, Black Clover has been the most consistently enjoyable, like recently, I'd say. I don't know if it's because I don't have the expectations that I might have for the other ones, but it'd be hidden.
Don't let us down, bro.
No, you just can't get. I can't get too invested, and I'm gonna get let down.
Fear, bro.
No, you gonna get hurt.
I'm really in this bitch.
I gotta keep it at a distance.
Black Clover like to play like, ooh, I'm a little bit. It likes to put his glasses on a little bit and get his in its intelligence bag, and then like right when it got you, it just take that bitch off and be like, nah, I'm dumb as fuck. Like
they'll be like fairy tale surprise.
Yeah. There'd be some goofy shit at the end, bro. But yeah, I think we can move on to the last segment for the stream, which is great moments in anime history. So for this moment, we're gonna take a look at Ace versus Blackbeard. For y'all that don't watch One Piece, this was like an iconic moment because, I mean, more or less it triggered the timeline to what ended up happening to Ace later. No spoilers, but also two major characters that are kind of up there in the One Piece world. We got to see what it was like for them to tango, which I think at this point, this might have been just after Alabasta, maybe before Skypiea. We hadn't really seen. I don't remember if it was like during Skypiea or after or whatever. It was sometime around the Skypiea time, I think. So
it would, yeah, I think.
Because Ace had already left.
Oh, right. Because I mean, like Luffy got tips on to go to Skypiea from Blackbeard, right?
Yeah.
So okay, that makes.
Well, not tips. He was just saying that. Yeah, don't listen to these niggas. Like,
yeah, he met him at the bar. So this was. Yeah, so then their fight happened after that. So it was sometime after Skypiea.
Right.
Well,
Skypiea.
they actually it happened because
time.
So when Luffy and them was just about to go to Skypiea, Blackbeard was chasing after him at that point because that's when he made the deal. If he had caught Luffy, he would have become like the
right.
The Lord, yeah.
Right.
But I guess, but that says they went to the
and
sky.
then Ace found out,
Yeah, Ace went after him, and so he said, "Shit, while you here, I might as well just kill your ass and take you in."
Right.
Which is what he did.
He tried it.
So that should have. So it probably happened like literally at the same time then, when Luffy was at Skypiea.
Oh no, that's supposed to be it. Anyways, it's not doing the loading thing. So I will pull this up and we will start watching. And then after that, we'll close it out. So without further ado, when this thing wants to play, oh shit. Ace versus Blackbeard. Shout out to this guy for posting it on the interwebs. I'm assuming the people on the stream cannot hear, but it's also because my shit's muted.
Yeah, I'm only seeing the clip now in GG.
Oh, you pop us up.
Oh wait, no.
バカにしてやがる。ほう。立派に船長やってんだろ。
the one thing that I do hate
黒ひげ海賊がマシャ。
especially at this moment, is they talk that good shit. They talk that good shit, bro. You can't go for that.
And he was like, "Hey, y'all stand back. Hey, y'all stand back. Y'all can't fight this nigga."
はもう終わりだ。海賊王には俺が
Did you sound off intentionally?
Y'all not gonna be able to hear it, but they should.
そして当然
Yeah, sound great.
The audio is good too.
Yeah, it should be coming through this stream. Oh, come on. So you all can get that hospital at this point.
I mean, yeah, he should technically.
You said he should?
I think so for sure.
He should.
Damn,
Yeah,
look at that quality.
of course
He's
he
looking
did.
like Rob Lucci without a shirt on right there. His hair was extra long. So in typical Blackbeard fashion, this nigga just gets abused, bro. He's like if Sanji was a main character. They just beat this nigga's ass, and then he like win at the end.
Excellent. But I mean, I'm not sure like what the One Piece fan base says about like talks about Blackbeard, but all I know is that they gotta give only the ability and the hype, because this man just ain't a good fighter / good at anything one-on-one. Like,
I still have a question about who the fuck the nigga. Did we ever know or learn? See a picture of the nigga he killed? Like, what was that?
Thatch?
Oh, wait, what he looked like? Yeah, Thatch.
Thatch? Yeah.
We saw a
him.
picture
Yeah,
of him.
Yeah, we know what he
looks
looks like.
Thatch look like then. Did he
Yeah.
look? Did he look Oda strong? I'll say.
Nah, he
no,
looked
he
super
didn't.
typical. He looks,
Yeah,
he
he didn't look
basic.
Yeah, he looked kind of normal. You know, that's why he got bodied. Normal niggas.
He was in the wrong crew, bro. And Shane's crew, he been a top tier nigga right there, looking like that.
Facts.
This nigga be a kingpin in this bitch.
Well, he had some weird hair though. He had weird hair though, so he might have been strong.
Oh yeah, there was like a twirl or something, right?
Yeah.
Well,
he
kind of like a
little
Sanji uncle, maybe.
Johnny Bravo type shit looking like.
Ooh. Facts.
Well, he might have been a little swole.
And your boy Ace was shook. I still don't understand why. Oh no, the Whitebeard didn't send him on this mission, right? Ace just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna."
No. Whitebeard didn't want him to go at all, and Ace
Yeah.
just like ran away, being like a child.
Damn Ace.
Got his ass murked.
Damn.
Thing is, like after this fight though, like 'cause I think this fight happened, like Sky Pier time. And we didn't.
Right.
I mean, we figured out what happened. We guessed what happened, but they didn't really like confirm it until like way later. It was like a few arcs later. I feel like at least 3.
I'm sure that was another viral moment for One Piece.
Oh no, that show was
15
after Water 7, after Ace Lobby. Oh yeah, that was until like Shabondi that we learned what happened.
Right?
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Oh, at least that's what Luffy learned.
Damn, bro, we got that nigga good. It's like Ace never took a punch to the chest before.
I mean, he's a Logie. It's probably true. That's all.
I think it just got done Logi.
So at this point, he punched him with his devil fruit power and not hockey, right? It sounded like that's what he was explaining.
Based on the logic of the scene, yes, I think that's true.
No, bro, it was hockey and that shit too.
I mean, logically, it should be, but that's not how they're explaining it.
Every hit they do has hockey in it. It was hockey and that shit too.
I mean, logically, it should be, but that's not how they're explaining it.
Every hit they do has hockey in it.
That's the assumption we're going with.
I mean,
why would we do otherwise? You know.
I mean, but that's the whole point. I mean, that's the reason why Blackbeard wanted this power, though, is because fruit don't work on it. That was supposed to be the whole premise.
No, it's not that. It's not. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't.
Like he said, based on that punch, are we saying that punch is hockey or not? I'm saying, based on the scene, it would be just his ability. But based on the logic, it should be hockey.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't go off the scene because that's before we knew what hockey was.
Well, I mean, that's the point, though.
If I go
that's
back-
the
That's the
whole,
question that
I mean,
I'm
that's the whole point of the convo. It's like, did hockey truly exist
Right.
before, after the
Yeah,
Whitebeard War?
and I'm saying, of
So-
course, it existed. It's just that that's like saying, like when Shanks and Whitebeard were on the ship, hockey on their swords, but we didn't see it. Obviously, because the sky opened up, we know there was hockey, but we didn't. They didn't show it. You know, like he's not gonna draw some black shit on their swords, and for us to be like, what the fuck is that?
Well, so that was Blackbeard versus Ace. It was a dope fight while it lasted. Obviously, you can see we're still theory crafting years later.
It was a short fight though. It was kind of short.
It was short, but they
that was
definitely
it.
longer,
but
the video cut the extra fat out.
Oh, true.
Right.
Actually, I don't think I probably read it in the manga. I don't think I was reading.
I
it at that
definitely
point.
didn't read in the manga. I know.
actually, same. Like, I think I started right in the war as far as reading the manga. If I remember.
Oh yeah, it
right.
started like around Skype.
It was like right in the war.
I definitely
Oh,
didn't read Skype either. All this I watched for sure, which is I think a better way to consume this shit. At least in the beginning, and then now the manga's fine, but yeah.
True.
No, I think the manga's still better. And anime is still better right now.
I mean, yeah, you could argue now because they put it in like
They skip-
money. Like
They
them
skip
One
so
Piece
much
fighting scenes looking tight.
Yeah,
Like,
and they skip so many fights in One Piece now. Like it's annoying.
To me, I've been seeing the movies go crazy. I've seen a couple of clips from some of the One Piece movies. I think there was like one fight where it was like all the supernovas fighting this one nigga.
Oh, Stampede.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I seen that one. Yeah.
That shit went crazy. I was like, yo, that's hard. I might watch that movie because of that. And I thought no disrespect to One Piece, the movies, I think the ones I seen, I saw that one where it was like the Admiral that came back or some shit like that. The guy who I guess trained Akainu and all them. I thought that movie was decent. So the anime One Piece movies are pretty good for those looking to find some content.